I was never really a Disney princess person, not as a child, and certainly not now. I was always more of a Disney animal fan. My favourite characters were the animals. But I do love a Disney album, and I do like Disney princess songs. So I thought I'd take a look at the Now That's What I Call Disney Princess album, which was released in 2013, and just share some thoughts on it and see if I think it's worth checking out. The short answer to that is yes, I do. There are some impressive things about this, mainly how balanced it is, the diversity, the type of the films from which they take the songs, and the structure of it, and there are over 40 songs on this as well. So you're definitely getting a lot for your money. And if you are a young child, or I hope you're not a young child, listen to this, but if you have a young child who is obsessed with Disney princesses, this will literally be hours of entertainment. I'm not actually sure how long it is, but there are 44 tracks, so you can kind of work out that it will be at least a couple of hours. And I will do what I normally do. I will whiz relatively quickly through the tracks themselves and stop on any that I think are interesting or worth mentioning. But I also just want to mention, first of all, the number of songs. The songs are in a kind of weird order. I'm not really sure why they're in this order. For example, it goes, just in terms of the films, Little Mermaid, Pocahontas, Aladdin, Little Mermaid, Enchanted, and then it gets a little bit more mixed up. So I'm not sure how they chose the order of this, but I mixed them up and worked out how many were for each princess. There are 3 Cinderella songs, 4 Sleeping Beauty songs, 2 Mulan, 3 Snow White, 3 from Enchanted, 2 Princess and the Frog, 3 Rapunzel from Tangled, 5 from Little Mermaid 1 and 2, 4 from Pocahontas, 3 Jasmine from Aladdin, 4 Beauty and the Beast, 1 Alice in Wonderland, which I wasn't expecting and is very odd because she's not a princess. So I do feel like that's a weak link. As lovely as the song is, doesn't really fit in here. And then there are 5 kind of really weird Disney princess songs. There's a really nice one that I liked, but the rest of them are a bit weird. So I do think that they have a really good selection there. And you may have noticed that although this was out in 2013, there is no Frozen. And this came out in October of 2013. Frozen came out in, I think it was the December, maybe just a little bit before. So it just missed Frozen. But let's face it, the majority of Frozen would be on this were that not the case. So the tracks. As I said, we start off with Kiss the Girl from The Little Mermaid. Then we go on to Colours of the Wind, Pocahontas, which I love. I think that's a beautiful song. And then A Whole New World, Part of Your World, and Under the Sea. Then we have That's How You Know from Enchanted, which I love. I love that song. That's our first live action song. In fact, it's our only live action film that's in this. And it's absolutely exquisite. Such a gorgeous song. Reflection, A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes. Of course, that's in here. It wouldn't be a Disney Princess album without it. I See the Light from Tangled, and then Something There from Beauty and the Beast, which I feel is fair enough. When I think Beauty and the Beast, I tend to think either Beauty and the Beast, which is sung by Mrs. Potts, or Be Our Guest, which is sung by primarily Lumiere. So Belle's own songs are not that iconic, but I do like that song. Then we have number 13, my favourite number, with my favourite Disney princess song, Once Upon a Dream. Absolutely love it. Then we have the Disney princess song, If You Can Dream, which is one of the weird ones, not really a fan of that. Just Around the Riverbend, Happy Working Song, True Love's Kiss. I love True Love's Kiss. I haven't watched Enchanted in ages. I feel like I really should just sit down and watch it now, because I've got all of these Enchanted songs buzzing around in my head. I need to kind of find an outlet for those. Then we have Where Do I Go From Here, which is from Pocahontas 2. I actually don't believe I've ever seen Pocahontas 2. I listened to the song. It didn't spark any memories. I wasn't familiar with it, so I don't actually think I've seen it. I will rectify that, but I have to admit Pocahontas is not one of my favourite Disneys. I loved it as a child. I haven't seen it in maybe 20 years. So I don't know how I'd feel about it now. I'm sure I'd like certain aspects of it. Then it moves on to With a Smile and a Song, Someday My Prince Will Come, Like Other Girls, which is from Mulan II. Again, I haven't seen Mulan II, but I listened to that one, and the song was pretty good. I kind of liked it. So we're halfway through, and we have I'm Wishing, I've Got a Dream, The Glow, which is one of the princess ones from this, Almost There from Princess and the Frog. I've seen The Princess and the Frog, but I don't remember any of the music, so I didn't recognize that song. Yeah, I listened to it. It was fine. The rest of them I'm not going into any detail about because basically I love all of them. I don't think there are many Disney songs that I hate. In fact, I don't think there's any that I hate. There are some that I like less than other songs, but hate is a big word. Then we have Belle from Beauty and the Beast, and When We're Human, For a Moment from Little Mermaid 2. I was quite surprised to see that in here. I think Little Mermaid 2 is actually alright and quite interesting. So This Is Love, I Wonder, Forget About Love from The Return of Jafar. I like that they have a good mix of sequels in here. It's not just all the initial films. I've just realised they haven't got any... I wish they'd been able to put in some kind of like Lion King song for Nala, because obviously when she... actually, would she have been... Is she Queen Nala when she marries Simba? Or is it like in the UK that... I don't know. Certainly with Kiara from Simba's Pride, she is a princess. Definitely could have had that in here. That is offensive to animals. They haven't even considered it. That aside, we have If I Can't Love Her, Every Girl Can Be a Princess from Cinderella, which I don't recognise. I really just do not recognise that song at all, and when I listened to it, I didn't recognise it. So I'm not really sure why, but never mind. Then we have Manners and Etiquette, Out of Thin Air. There's only one Ariel, which is Disney Princess one. Waiting for My Prince, Everyday Princess, These Moments We Share, Pocahontas, one that I don't remember either. And The Way to Bake a Birthday Cake, Musical Chairs, which is the third from the end. And this is actually the Disney princesses. Don't sound like the Disney princesses, but I guess meant to kind of be instructing children on how to play musical chairs. It's quite an odd addition to this CD, but I'm sure it serves a purpose for some people. Penultimate, we have Alice's theme, and then Hail to Princess Aurora. As I said, Alice's theme doesn't really seem to fit because Alice is not a princess. I don't know. It's a bit weird. But either way, it's a beautiful album. I'm really impressed with the variety on there, not just the variety of princesses, minus Kiara, but also the variety of original films and sequels. I think there's a very good mix in there. There were a lot of songs on there. I mean, I didn't really expect any different because now do some fantastic compilation albums, and I'll be completely honest, now that's what I call Disney Princess is no exception.